This short clip is from my live trading room. You can engage directly with my fabulous team and me at LaDucTrading.com for all our research and trades. Or for just my daily live streams, you can access via YouTube memberships. All links are in the description. We, lucky or good, caught an announcement on the Google technology for memory speed 6 to 8 times, and that was helping to push the memory stocks over, but they had already triggered post-Micron earnings, and more importantly, they already reached my rule and EWY and all of them. First time they bounce off the 10-week, second time they break. So memory shorts were stalking very, 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 very patiently, and then literally first time it bounces, second time it breaks. Technical rule, not to mention energy crisis in Korea with the heavy concentration in EWY of memory stocks, Samsung and SK Hynix. And then, of course, you've got Micron, SanDisk, Western Digital, and Seagate here stateside. Seagate and Western Digital for memory storage have been kind of hanging in there better than Micron. Micron gave up the ghost completely from that 458 right down to 347.77, not if but when price target. It hit yesterday and then crashed through at another 9%. So these are in play, and obviously helium is now front and center with a lot of folks, not media, by the way. They're not telling the media to go and buy their electronics and be careful about AI data center and tech hyperscaler capex and none of that. No, none of those words come out of their mouth. But the point is, we know, and then market sells what it fears will hit growth and or pull forward recession, and these have been absolutely in the sweet short of fabulous semi shorts. So we did also start to see some electronic component plays tied to data centers start to roll over. They're also collateral damage from the war, and I had posted a great video that client Tim had shared. And then we could see Bloom really, really nicely rolling over with a Morningstar reversal on a monthly, which is a trend reversal long that basically says it's done. Let's see what Micron's doing. So this was my target for Micron, right? Gorgeous. I mean, post earnings, that was the short. Oh my, this absolutely not if, but when 347.77. I thought yesterday it would consolidate, maybe overshoot to the 100-day and then, consolidate. It just dumped all the way back to the highs of January. So all the gains, all the bulls that were chasing, and they're caught. They're stuck. They're absolutely stuck. First time it bounces. Remember that? 10-week Keltner channel. It's just gorgeous. And then it hit fib retracement level. Oh my gosh, at 468. And I said, if it breaks post earnings, 458, it's a short. Here's your trend line. Then it has to break the trend line. Then it has to go to the 55. Then it has to break 365. Then it has to go to this gap fill. It's all the way through to 315.60. So this is the other level that I gave you. We should, maybe not, but we should in normal markets bounce and then go down to 293 from this 316. This is weak. I mean, look at that. Total evening star reversal, breakdown perfectly. First time it bounces the 10-week. Second time it breaks the 10-week. You can do this all day long, but you need 2 things for this to ever work in your own time frame. You need a weekly chart. Don't substitute. You need a weekly chart. Number 1, it has to be the 10-week EMA on a weekly chart, and you got to have a reason. So this is a protracted uptrend that went into distribution, that then we have an energy crisis, and then we have the Google news on turbo, whatever it was, quant. So you just can't say, okay, it's going to hit the 10-week and break. You got to have a reason. So this was it. Beautiful pattern formation, post earnings, as good as it gets. Anyway, we're on 316. Actually, on the hourly, we're on 312.43. I'll be damned. Look at that gap fill. All right, so I don't think that's going to hold. But all right, so okay, so I don't trust the bounce. That's all. I just don't trust the bounce. Yeah, there's no life here in memory stocks. They're still under distribution. SanDisk literally just sitting on that 576. All of them are trying not to fall. Same thing with Bloom, trying not to fall over. This is Bloom that I showed is basically a evening star reversal on a monthly, very extended from the mean. So this is the mean right here, about $100. This is what you're basically gunning for. And 167, tried, many weeks, couldn't get above, and then started to roll over the past week. And now it's broken down, and it can have a little bounce at 120. But then I think it's going to break at 130, roll over again, and head back down to 100. So that's the Bloom BE. And here it is. I just said 130. Yep, I can see that, but I can't show it to you. There we go. I just said this could move up into potentially 130 area, 131. And then I think it rolls over. And then it breaks 120. And then it heads down to 100. So here you are in this new kind of channel for Bloom. And there's your 10-week, which is really ultimately your rollover, and it's rolling over with it is basically it. Slowly, but that's what it's doing. And Micron got a price cut that also is probably contributing, even though it's a little bit green, but it is on support. Like, look at this itty bitty support monthly, all the way back to literally all year. All of 2025 gains have been wiped out, and there could also be put monetization. But big picture, I still don't see this at all as bullish. Honkin' big evening star reversal on a monthly. Reflexive bounce, lots and lots of green on the scene. I can see it myself, but I don't trust it. Western Digital with nothing on here for anything, for lines. First time it bounces, second time it breaks. It's just starting to break. It hasn't even come back in yet. This is starting to roll over right here. Just starting to roll over. So pace yourself. This could be weeks, months of distribution. The trend has been exceedingly strong with these memory plays. So all we're doing right now is going into distributions. Micron was in a big hurry to go lower. That led for sure. But these others are just starting. Look at, they're still sitting on the 10-week going, nope, 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 I don't want to fall over. I do not want to go down.
Join Club to trade with Samantha. Scan this QR code or click the link in the description.